name is Derrick. I'm a photographer and cinematographer, currently based in the city of Harare in Zimbabwe. I'm also an influencer and content creator. Basically, I would like to call myself an artist. Okay, so being an artist, I've always loved to do a lot of things. I got myself into fashion, I got myself into interior design, and I always wanted to have something that would help me to have everything together. And photography was one thing that I really found bringing everything I love together, having that fashion, interior design. I really love photography because I get to work with people who would do, with creatives basically, who would do things that I've always wanted to get myself into. As a cinematographer, I love telling stories. I'm this person who always believes that everyone has an extraordinary story to tell. So I love to shoot documentaries, I love to shoot weddings as well. It's actually one thing that I think I have the most passion for when it comes to cinematography, because I love to tell love stories. I like it when you join two people having their story and it becomes one thing that's so amazing. And being the business person I love to be, I like to work with brands. And I like to see brands grow. I like to help brands have a different vision for their products. So I work with different brands to help them create content for social media. It could be for their websites, for Facebook, Instagram. I really like it when I get to work with, it could be a beauty product company, and then I help them create a different vision for them and their brand. So growing up, I actually never saw myself as a photographer as such. I think I used to love computers a lot. And I think this journey started when I was at the UZ. I was studying my diploma in software engineering. A friend of mine borrowed me a camera and I got to spend a day with the camera. I used to take pictures with my phone, but this time it was so different because I could see the quality, I could see the depth of field of the new images that I was taking. And I really loved it. I remember I asked him to borrow it again, and the next week I would get it again, and then I started taking pictures at school. I was at the UZ, so I would take pictures of other people that I stayed with, and that's when I noticed that I really loved this. I loved, posing people, I loved creating stories, I loved telling stories of people. So yeah, it became a thing for me. So I've worked with other influencers, which is my favorite part of my job because I get to learn from them as well. I've worked with really great people who do different stuff. I've worked with Nia the Light. I've worked with Kelly Affair. I worked with Trish Kamen, who's also into brand consultant. So I like it when I work with those kind of people because I learn a lot from them. So I think my favorite shoot of all would have to be with Nia, because as much as I was her photographer, I learned a lot from her. She helped me understand, the beauty of where you actually are. I think before I used to have this mindset of, oh, maybe I need to travel to Cape Town to get beautiful pictures, or maybe I need to go to Namibia to shoot in the desert to have beautiful pictures. But then she made me understand that, we have so many beauty and stories to tell in Zimbabwe. I remember we were driving past through a car, in the road, and then we just stopped. And I think those pictures are still my favorite because they tell a story, they tell a different story, a Zimbabwean story. And yeah, I think she really helped me learn a lot and expanded my creative mind. As a creative, I would like to believe that we all have something that makes us unique, that makes us different from other people. And for me, I think what makes me unique it's the way I take my pictures. I think I like to embrace the more fashion side of a picture. I like to embrace the more artistic side. And being Derrick, I think what makes me a cool kid is probably the way I dress. I don't think I dress like a typical, guy. I'm really someone who likes to play around with colors. I like to play around with, accessories, trying to look clean all the time. And I think also the way I just handle myself, my hairstyle, it's something that I think is actually a definition. It's something that defines me. Most people will remember me with this hairstyle. I think I've heard it for the longest time, actually. I think I've heard it for more than 5 years. Real fact. Yeah, I am that loyal to it.